Welcome you back to Crypto's Juiciest News, baby dolls. Let's start with the most breaking news of all. Bitcoin is at 64,600. But before we get to that, Sir Donnie Trump, with a chopped off ear, pretty much gun blazed, has now said that he plans to lower the corporate tax rate down to 15% if elected president. That's exactly what we want to see. Now, here's the thing, friends. Of course, we know, it might not get all the way down to 15%. You have that debt issue. You have all these other issues, but it's a step in the right direction. That's what we want, because you got to think about it, right? You have, I guess, Uncle Joey Biden saying, the rich must pay for everything. The rich must pay for everything. Friends, it's a freaking hole. It's an entire scam. You know that, right? They're printing, best case, not the black book budget stuff. They're printing 5%. That's on the books. That's the funny part. They're literally printing 5% on the books, but they're paying workers 3%. That 2% spread every single year, man, it's trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, friends. They're getting 2% of that. It's going to the insider banks. It's going to Roca Negra, their henchmen. It's going to the corrupt SEC. It's going to all the backdoor dealings, the black budget, all this other stuff. It gets siphoned through, These are the ones that we basically can see on the paper. It's just that people don't understand it. That's a funny part. Imagine what's going on behind the scenes. So Uncle Joey Biden, friends, when people say yes, the rich should pay for everything, it's the silliest thing I've ever heard of, because what they do is, the inflation over time, they run it forward 10 years. So your, say, $50,000 bracket today, because of the extreme inflation, your $50,000 today becomes like $80,000 in like 7 years. You think you're making more money nominally, but you can buy the exact same goods. Because an apple isn't $5 anymore. The apple went to $8. That's it. A squeaky chair isn't $50 anymore. A squeaky chair went to $80. The same thing. So you're literally the exact same rank in society. It's just that the government goes and collects more. So at the end of the debt fiat Ponzi system, and honestly, friends, I know it's futile ultimately at the end of the day. It's futile. Eventually it's going to blow up. It's just no one wins, really. No one wins, right? Except us. We're holding the scarce assets. So when we see information like this, why does it give us some hope? Because, friends, look at this, man. We're here to markets, man. We're here for markets, you see. We're here to speculate. We're here to guess where the crowd is going to move to next. And if we have these lowering of the tax rates, probably the crowd has more bullish feelings to go invest in stonks, real estate, and then the mid-cap stocks and the small-cap shitcoins, Mr. Russell, who we know and love. Once they've done with the small-cap shitcoins, they move to crypto. Once they move through Bitcoin in the crypto sector, it moves to Ethereum and all our altcoins, all right? So that's the overflow effect. We're just guessing, man. So also I wanted to share with you this. This is the Bitcoin price chart. It's at 64,600. That's nice. This nice 2-hour chart. Yeah, we've gotten out here above this resistance point. That's actually nice that we're able to do. See, friends, this little triangle thing, this looks exactly how the bottom of the 2019 market looked like, if you can see it, right? It's actually fascinating. Remember this, look at this exact same pattern, this lowering high. Everyone knows this chart. I changed it on the weekly. It's funny. I recognize that. That's actually when I started my crypto, friends. It's funny. It was literally this exact same pattern right here. That's what it looked like. You see that? There you go. So beep, 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 pop, 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 pop. That's what happened. So it's amazing, man. I recognize these fractals. It's beautiful. Before I changed my banner on Twitter, this banner, the background used to be the weekly chart of that. That's actually the bottom when I came in. Now, friends, we want to see the color of the emojis for Bitcoin 64K, Ethereum 3,450, and the ETH BTC ratio, which is what we want to check out right here. It's still blue, but it's still poopy. I know it's still poopy, but I've changed the emoji to blue because I just feel like that ETF, friends, I just feel like, man, we've had such a rough time before that it might be simple this time. It might literally be as simple. We might literally just get a stock standard 4 years. I'm just always thinking about this stuff. It might be like, okay, we busted up after the Bitcoin ETF. Okay, next, we bust up after the Ethereum ETF. Until the very, very, very final end, where basically everybody's trapped and there's an obvious signal, but no one wants to get out. That's pretty much what it comes down to. I wonder if that's going to happen. And also, friends, I'm going to play some nice pump for Trump music, because that's what we want, man. Pump it. Just pump it. Planned assassination, deep state. Also, friends, got to let you know, Crypto 7 from the PulseChain community, his YouTube got deleted. Okay, his YouTube got deleted, and it's a bit nerve-wracking for all of us, because I don't know why it got deleted. He believes, so this is obviously this is Crypto 7, friends. You know this. Now, obviously, everyone like shits on him and stuff as a joke sometimes, but also like he's streaming every day. So at least he's showing up every day. Just throw the word out here. So yes, but here's the thing. So we appreciate all that effort. Okay, so friends, I've got a different mentality. It doesn't even matter if you say bad stuff about me. I don't care. Just start smashing out the words every day, man. People are going to forget in literally 90 days. Now, here's the thing. I hope he gets his channel back, man, because the reason he thinks he got basically deleted, you're going to be really nervous about. It's because he joked that when rich whales come in, he's going to pocket the rich whale money instead of buying PulseChain and go give it to charity. So that's what he thinks he got reported for. He thinks it's because he joked that he was going to take money on. But I don't really know, man, because it's a stream. You don't know, it could be, maybe it's music. But look, my channel's been attacked like that many times. It's all by the scammers. They're always pinging ways. The scammers and these thieves are always pinging ways to try break the algorithm and try to get you reported and suspended. Because when you're down, then they go and basically pretend to be you and they just try to steal money. So it's filthy how easy it is for these things to happen. We have identity issues and stuff on the internet, but it is what it is. I also saw a post from KDP. So KDP pretty much was talking to Crypto 7. I think she replied, shout out to KDP. She basically suggested not even to use YouTube because YouTube censors and shadow bans a lot of crypto stuff. So yeah, I think they do. But I want to let you know, friends, everyone's got YouTube, man. No one really knows how to use the Twitter live stream stuff yet. But even though you should just be everywhere as much as we can. And like, I'll tell you right now, a lot of people are like, oh, just get the message out. But yeah, man, look. I'll tell you what gets the message out. You know what gets the message out. It's called the green candle. Okay, you pump that green candle. You pump Bitcoin above 100K. I'll tell you right now, everyone's going to be a fourth dimensional expert, rocket scientist, trying to figure out how the hell they can get in and make money. It's green candles make them smarter, and that's what it comes down to. Now, also red candles make you dumber, make more fearful, right? So Mt. Gox have started sending the 93,000 Bitcoin out immediately. Now it's 140,000, but I think a few like trustees have to go and hold and stuff. But I think there's 93,000 immediately to be immediately dumped. Kraken have received the Bitcoin payment. They have received it. And they said they're going to credit the customers in 7 to 14 days. So if you want to know, friends, remember we did the calculation. If of that 90,000, if a third of it dumped in one day, 24-hour period, you drop 10%. Of Bitcoin, okay? So if a third of that. Now, I probably want to know, hey, what happens if all 93,000 dump at one time? Yeah, it's very unlikely, but it is possible, you know? Like, you know, we've seen even with airdrops, right? When people have airdrops on any of these, like, you know, layer 2s and stuff, not everyone clicks sell the first day. It still takes like 7 to 30 days to get rid of everyone. There's a big spike up and then just it starts trickling out because people like slowly learning about these things because no one really knows a sense of urgency to get rid of airdrop stuff. They don't really know about this. Like, oh, I got free money 3 days ago. How much is it worth? Oh, $700. They don't care that the chart said 2,700 just like 5 days ago. A lot of people don't know that. Just like, oh, okay, I'll take it out. So that's what it comes down to too. I also want to throw one quick mention as well, friends, while we play some nice gentle angel music. Okay, so there was a guy in the comment section. He basically, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. He basically had this epiphany and he says, thank truck. Somi, you finally admitted you're guessing. Thank God. Now, I know I gave you a love heart anyway, bro, if you're out there, like a constellation love heart. Just to let you know, bro. Do you know how life works, young friend? Do you know professional football players are trying to guess where the other guy is going to kick the ball? Do you know goalkeepers are guessing where they're going to kick the ball in penalty shootouts? Do you know that basketball players are guessing? Do you know that scientists are guessing? It's called a hypothesis. They literally guess. They go, hey, I'm going to guess this thing. Let's see if this thing works out. You know that? You know everything is guessing? Everything. Everything is, you are predicting. Everything. No one knows the actual future with 100% certainty. Nobody. Even musicians are guessing what their own fans like. They are guessing. They're making an assumption. They're speculating. Some people have a feel. They have a higher win rate than others. So investors, Warren Buffett, friends, he's guessing where the price is going to be in 10 years. What do you think value investing is? Value investing thinks, oh, I think this is worth $100, but it's actually selling for $20. That's guessing. You don't know it's 100. You don't live in the future. Everything is guessing. Now, here's the thing. Some people's win rate and reward rate vary greatly more than the population. Okay, so obviously, if you were to put me in a basketball court, I won't do better than an NBA player, not even close, okay? So there's many examples like this as well. Now, in investing, obviously I'm here 18 hours a day. I don't know, I think for the important stuff, my win rate is going to absolutely smash retail like it did last cycle. Okay, I've already done it once. I believe I can do it again. Not just believe, I know I can do it again. Okay, but don't use that word no. I know in my loins I'm already doing it again. I'm just telling you right now, I believe I can do it again. That's just me. Okay, but also, what about me communicating? That's another thing. What if you're really, really good, but you're one of those like nerds, you suck at communication. Some nerds just suck at communication, friends. I'm a nerd too, but I can speak. Clear thought, okay? So that's another different thing, okay? And what about people's intentions? So we have to process all of this information navigating this through. And that's why you don't have any 100% formulas. I don't either. Everybody is just guessing. And the moment you think you found somebody who isn't guessing, okay, you've lost the game already by then. Because it's literally everything's just a dice roll, everything's just a coin flip. Okay, so that's what it comes down to. Now, here's the thing as well. There are all these short-term event stuff, okay? For fun, I'm always just guessing in the short term, knowing I'm 50-50 like everyone else. I don't have a mad edge trying to predict the next 60-minute candle. I don't have a mad edge there. And even when I did practice, yeah, maybe I have 60% win rate, 70%. That's all shit. I don't like that. I don't like these 60 to 70% win rates. I want 95%. I want whole cycle plays, okay? Warren Buffett's win rate, friends, it's literally like 99%, not even joking, because he holds long enough, finds that long stuff, okay? It's literally that long. Yeah, he's lost like, he remembers his last loss. Okay, he remembers one of his losers. I'm not joking. It's probably like 98%. He remembers like his loser. I'm not joking, from like 60 years ago or something. Okay, so but you're probably wondering, oh, you're superhuman. No. It's just long-term stuff. You have a higher win rate. Okay, doesn't mean you win every competition, because there could be other people with other benchmarks, right? Like, for example, you go up in USD price, but maybe you go down in BTC ratio, okay, which means you lost BTC value. So that's a more difficult game, and especially ETH. But I'm just helping you understand, yeah, everything is just guessing. No one has all the answers, and you have to stick to your circle of competence. What do you specialize in? You have to pick one. You can't be a cookie cutter. You can't be everywhere and do everything at the same time. I know what I'm playing for. I know I'm playing for the whole cycle, the global liquidity index. I know I'm looking for product market fit, cheap coins, low price coins. Okay, what are people responding to? Memes. Okay, what do people buy after Donald Trump got shot? Okay, they bought memes, they minted memes. Memes erupted. Okay, what's Donald Trump doing? Lowering the tax rate. Okay, we're also seeing what's the leading thing that we need for crypto to go up? Okay, Mr. Russell. Look at this, friends. Mr. Russell is now only 8% away, 9% away from the high. Remember, friends, we were just here. Do you remember it was just here? You were here live. So once again, I'm guessing. I'm literally, yes, I did draw these magical squiggly lines. Okay, magical squiggly line. Yes, I did draw that, but it could have just gone, see us, you're not retiring this decade. See us, that could have happened as well. Okay, so here we are. And I have the news right here, friends. So this is the picture as well. This is your friend, Tommy. Make memes great again. The US shit coins, which is small caps. This is what we want to see, man. We are so close now. We need it to keep going up. And yeah, just to show you if you're curious, hey, what has the Russell done in the past? Well, luckily for you, I have homework done for you. The vertical line is the Bitcoin halvening. You see the Bitcoin halvening? Mr. Russell just goes, wee! That's it, ushers it in. What about, that was 2021, okay? Well, let's go back to 2016. Mr. Russell out of nowhere, again, just goes, wee! Okay, that's what we want. Okay, we literally... This is the greatest thing ever. Okay, we can even go back to 2012, friends. That's funny as well. 2012, we had, I believe that the Bitcoin halvening was around November 2012. I remember that. You know how I know that, friends? Because the top was November 2013. November 2013, right here. This was the altcoin top up here. And then this was, if you have November, we have it right here. This is 2012, the Bitcoin halvening. Look at this wild stuff. You see that, friends? Whee! Okay. Got to be careful as well. See, now we've seen this, right? Look at this. Altcoins and Bitcoin topped out here. But this thing was still making up new highs and just ranging around. Okay, so the stock market Ponzi, it helps you on the way up. It's the direction of crypto, but it's not our correlation magnet thing that we rely on. In terms of, okay, if we go up, and then let's say you're like, oh, wait a minute, the Russell's only down 10%. How come, say, by this point, Mt. Gox had imploded, by the way. This is 2013. Mt. Gox had imploded. So you can't say, oh, the stock market's only down like 8%. You can't, it doesn't work, okay, in crypto. In crypto, stock market down 8% is equivalent to like 80%. So it's for friendship and timing on the way up, but that's about it. The rest, we have to rely on our magical woo-woo fractals and everything else. And now, baby dolls, I want to give you a friendly reminder. We covered this yesterday, okay? So Vance, JD Vance is very pro-crypto and anti-Gary Gensler, anti the SEC. So Mr. Vance, he's the vice president nominee. It's actually a very intelligent pick because the guy's in the Navy. So he's got like a Navy, I think it was served in the Army. I think it's the Navy. He's got that hat, the Navy hat. He's a tech guy as well. So friends, he started up a finance firm. It's kind of insane, right? He started up a finance firm. It's just, why it's insane. It's just funny thinking about both him and Hexologist were in the Army, and then Hexologist, Dr. Hexologist, he ends up in Hex with us. And then Mr. JD Vance ends up as vice president. We love you, brother. Dr. Hexologist, don't worry about them, okay? You're our favorite doctor. We rather you, so we need everyone like this. It's just funny how it works. It's just funny, just this complete split in the path, you know? But hey, there are other people in the Navy that never make it anyway. You see what I mean? So it's funny how everyone's path out there. It's crazy. Now, VP Vance as well, friends, he had a finance firm. It got funded by two people you recognize. Peter Thiel, he's also, don't trust him, but he's pro-crypto, right? Obviously, when he's long. Okay, when he's not long, he wanted to go to zero. So Peter Thiel, and one of the richest dudes in the world, right? And, you know, I think he's a friend of Elon Musk. What did he start up, friends? Was it like PayPal or something? Was he one of the PayPal dudes? Anyway, he's like a really, really smart nerd guy. And then you also have Eric Schmidt. Now, Eric Schmidt, I'll show you. Eric Schmidt is this guy. He is a ChainLink advisor. And you might recognize, have you ever heard of a company called Google? Yeah, so Eric is one of the early dudes in Google. And I'm not making it up. When he came across ChainLink, he goes, oh, you're the next thing after Google. Yeah, I'm not joking, yeah. That's why he's on an advisor. He wants to be really close to ChainLink. So he's like, oh, that's the future. He saw crypto. He saw how ChainLink's basically like, we're going to make more complicated applications over the next 10 years. Things get out. They grab data, not within the blockchain. They grab data outside. ChainLink's going to be feeding the stuff. Okay. So the web basically gets like, you know, multi-dimensional complex, and it's all going to be feeding through the ChainLink Oracle network. He solves the Oracle problem. So like, for example, so you want to know, right, how are you transferring a price feed on someone's network in one chain when you've got to grab like all these other sources of information of data? Yeah, they go through ChainLink. Otherwise, it's so inefficient. Like imagine every company has to hire 50 dudes, one dude for each chain. One guy specializes in Solana. One guy specializes in Ethereum. One guy specializes in PulseChain. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally impossible. So ChainLink is like, it's so much easier. They go, hey, instead of hiring someone out there, hire one person. All they know how to do is grab data from the ChainLink nodes. That's it. Because the ChainLink nodes, everyone's connected to it. That's basically where the adoption and everything's going in. Now, what does that do for the token price? I mean, I don't know, bro. Just please go up. I don't know. Just please, ChainLink, can we just go up, please, for 5 seconds? I really like and appreciate that. Okay, if you'd be so kindly. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You also have, friends, this is the Link XRP ratio. It's still around 0.27, 0.30 here. I wonder if XRP can pump, but I'll quickly just show you the Link chart. This is Link ETH. Still around the poopy zone, but hey, we're due for friendship later on. Hopefully we go up and we rock it just like everything else. I know this chart looks dead, friends, but the actual real chart from where public got in, it's like here. So it's actually made the higher floor. So if you just got in, it's like 9 or 10x. Everyone had a chance to get in here for like, yeah, you had a year to get in here. So hopefully this is starting to round up and do something like this. I think it can, you know, want to know why? Because I think Ethereum's kind of like third cycle curse. So we'll see about that. I also have some other news as well, friends. But firstly, enjoy this Peppy on a pirate chip, this pirate Peppy as well. So Elon Musk, you've heard of him. Elon Musk, he announced he's moving his whole headquarters of Twitter to Texas. Okay, so it's kind of showing that Texas, very Republican leaning. independent, low taxes. I don't know where the headquarters are now. If it's like one of the blue states, you can kind of tell why. Well, everyone's just pooping around everywhere. Literally pooping around, all the homeless people pooping around. So, yeah, you see this pendulum shift, friends. Remember, I'm not a political person. I don't care. It's just like observations on the side because we're trying to guess. Hey, friend, trying to guess. Oh, my gosh. You guessed that I was going to say something smart. Yes, friends, everything is guessing. Everything is guessing. All right, now... we're trying to guess where the crowd is going to react to next. And that's why, man. I mean, like, look, all we can go through is all these observations of the past, which are things like, all right, well, we saw that when the Russell goes up and breaks the all-time high, usually a follow-up of Bitcoin happens. And this is a Bitcoin price chart right here. Okay, so when it happens, Bitcoin starts to make its way through again, like it starts to enter the retail phase, friends, and the retail phase hopefully begins around this. I've got it drawn here mid-August for altcoins, so we're like so close, man. This is where others BTC, friends, starts to push up each time. It's literally mid-August, okay? So somewhere around here. That's why I've drawn these rectangles. So why have I drawn to the end of 2026? It's just because, man, look, I know we're going to get friendship and kindness. I just don't know how. I don't know how. That's why I've got to guess. Got to guess, friends. Got to guess. Okay. It could be that we have a 4-year cycle where we don't diminish straight away. That's one possibility. Okay. So one possibility is the 4-year cycle and we don't diminish. So what would not diminishing be? Bitcoin is 240K here. Okay. It'd have to end where this number 2 is, around here. Okay. So if Bitcoin somehow does that, there you go. That is... it did not diminish, okay? From 2017 to 2021, it's the same distance, okay? So let's just show you. So this distance is the same as that distance, okay? It's by multipliers, okay? If we top out there. That is one possibility. One possibility is we get that, okay? Another possibility, friends, is we don't actually hit like 240K. We hit like, I don't know, like 150. And everyone thinks it's over. But then in 2026, we actually hit that, and we actually have an extended cycle. That's another way, all right? And then we'll come back down, but then we probably have a long drawn out thing. So I'm just keeping the mind open. Keeping the mind open to one of these. But so far, yeah, the stats say, man, if you bet against the 4-year cycle, you are pretty much asking for trouble because, like, now we get to see you're not betting against magic. You're betting against the global macro liquidity cycle because, you know, they turn on the money printers and then they're paying off the interest repayments and then the economy gets a bit too heated and then a shock happens. And then basically that's what it is. Remember, friends, what does a bit too heated for the economy mean? Remember, it's people, they're getting used to spending too much. They're forgetting about the risks. And then a pre-programmed, seemingly, event happens, like a shock somewhere, a war goes up somewhere, a bomb goes up somewhere, the zombie virus, whatever happens. Something happens where everyone now has to pull back too tight. That's how the economy basically slows down. So the economy is always moving up over time, but then there's always a shock. Now here's the thing. If everyone's ready for the shock, it's not bad. Okay, it's not bad whatsoever. It's when everybody's feeling too confident that the shock happens. Because a lot of the people, for example, okay, let's say there's people out there, you might have $20,000 of savings and you have 2 cars in your driveway. $20,000 of savings, they're doing well, you know, middle America somewhere. But then they're feeling so good. They're like, you know what? Let's get like a 3rd car, you know? Let's get a 3rd car and let's go on a holiday. And they do that. And now they've spent, you know, they've spent 14 out of the $20,000 next, you know? Or now maybe they only got a few and they go, oh, don't worry, we're going to save it up in the next 6 months anyway. But then the shock happens. And now suddenly everything has to start getting pulled back and, you know, things aren't as juicy and smooth anymore. That's where the issues come. And then they're like, oh, crap, I shouldn't have spent that money. But that's because they were feeling confident, you know. But if they're always scared about the risks, climbing the wall of worry in the bull market, they will be like, oh, keep the savings, keep the savings. It just happens towards the end of the cycles. Remember, that's usually how these economy things start to tumble. It's because people go on like, you know, every month for like 5 years without splurging. But then towards the end of the cycle, what ends up happening is for some reason, everyone gets a fever And there's probably guys out there, their wife's like, you're always saving. You're always saving. You're always worried about something, Johnny, and nothing's ever going to come down. And bloody hell, like we haven't gone on another holiday and how long? And Johnny's like, gosh, Winona, my gosh, it's time for another holiday. Let's go. That's when they throw in the towel and they go in. For some reason, fans, everybody does it at the same time. That's also the crazy part. Everyone starts doing this at the same time. Now, luckily for us in crypto, usually when they start doing this, they start gambling on some real weird stuff in crypto. So that's our double thumbs up indicator. Maybe also Ty Lopez returns and all these other grifters and stuff. So that's what we're looking for. Now, friends, I want to have a quick peek at the others BTC ratio. We are now printing the next weekly candle. So if you're going to be here on this journey with me, you're going to ask once again for some nice, just cranky G music. We are going to watch this one weekly candle at a time. Okay, we are now printing this weekly candle. Okay, this deeper one was the 2020 fractal. This lighter blue one was the 2016 fractal. But interestingly enough, they both peak at exactly the same time. And I've got to stress to you, when do they peak, friends? When do they peak? As soon as they cross the green weekly super trend, it is 100 days to the top. 100 days. Okay, that's the whole cycle. The first 50 days are boring in terms of like walking up. It gets more nerve-wracking, by the way. I know it looks boring on a chart, but you're like, for like 2 months, okay? But then you finally have this explosion where everything goes up. But I want to let you know that the explosion is not you hitting a target. It's not. For most people, it's not. Okay, they're like, oh, I'm aiming for 1 million. Yeah, no. But what happens is, in this time period, okay, if it repeats again, I'm just showing you statistically, friends. Remember, I'm speaking to a crowd of 30,000 people. Okay, I'm just telling you statistically, most of the time, your $1 million target. So this is the first 200. This is the first you get to, maybe you got 20K, whatever it is, 20, 30K, whatever number is. You get to 100K here. And then this next burst is you get to your 300 to 400K up here. All right. Now, what humans do is, friends, we get the dopamine is the speculating part. So we are thinking of the future because it's gone up so fast. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a millionaire. So that's how I'm thinking about not normal round numbers. So people with $300,000 or $400,000 at the exact tick top, right? Because I can't imagine it's over by then. They're talking to their family members and they're imagining themselves with $1 million already. They're imagining themselves cashing out, not having to work, doing all this stuff. They hit their dreams, telling people, yeah, I made $1 million in this crypto thing. That's what happens, okay? However, everyone's there at the same time. You've run out of buyers. But no one knows you've run out of buyers because you've exhausted all the buyers at the top. And that's basically, rewind 4 years ago, that's the Doge top and all the top. By the way, everybody's still holding bags from this point 4 years ago, okay? So everyone's still holding from this point. You see that? Oh man, it's been a long time, okay? This is Doge 70 cents, okay? Back here. This is, by the way, this is Ethereum, $4,000. Even Ethereum's still down from that point. This is even Hex, friends. Hex was like what, hit 1 or 2 cents here. It's like the total Hex is down like 75% from that point. It really is. I think maybe 67%. I know Hex went to 50 cents first, but just to show you, people who bought in this time, okay, you are actually down. You are still down from that point for if Hex is still obviously below 2 cents or whatever. ChainLink was $55. XRP almost hit like $2 here. So everything, 95% of altcoins, same thing up here. So it's just, isn't it fascinating? See that all that trapping happens in there. So we're hoping this trapping is good, but you just got to ask yourself, how many coins trapped people high enough for the previous people to retire? Not many. That's why I spent my whole video making you the ultimate bull market strategy guide, just to go through there with you and just show you, like, there are a lot of filters you got to apply when it comes to that. Like, hey, the size, market cap of the coin. We now need an information asymmetry. You got to find an active community for all these check marks that we're just going through. Basically, the blueprint to give you an idea of where to go. And once again, yes, we're just guessing, friends. Of course, we're just guessing. We don't know shit. No one knows anything, okay? You know how I know no one knows anything? Because you can go back to 4 years ago, go and read every single Medium article, go and watch every single YouTube video from the end of 2020. Not a single mainstream influencer mentioned the word Doge or SHIB or dog coins or meme coins. By the way, meme coins were not even a sector back then. So no one even conceptualized of them 4 years ago. None of them. So not a single person. Doge was ranked 42, by the way. Doge was ranked 42, just like one of the other hundreds of coins out there, okay? Not a single person, but look what took over crypto. Look what took over crypto still to today. So you just get to see no one really, everyone's just guessing. It's just that, hey, you know, we've seen something appear this year. Saw meme coins appear. Okay, now it's up to you to find all the cheap stuff. We can go through many of them later on. And yeah, also final thing, friends, I know, just curious jumping around here. Bitcoin supply distribution held by big players. Centralized exchanges of 3 million. US ETF balance is 887,000. That's a lot, man. That's wild, man. Oh, friends, just telling you, I'm telling you, at the end of this debt fiat Ponzi system, right? If the ETF has 887,000, you've literally, that's basically, you know, I see that's US government. That's the US government emergency. There you go. Okay, I'm not even joking. That is literally the US government. They now have 887,000 Bitcoin. That's the Bitcoin spot ETF. Okay, it's there. It's literally them. In the event of emergency, in that when that time finally comes, they go, hey, there's too many speculators attacking the US dollar. They're threatening. They're going to war against the US dollar. So that's the first thing they'll do. The deep state, friends, over like every news channel, they'll say, oh, these speculators are trying to take down US. We're going to war with them. We're going to war with the crypto people, Bitcoin, whatever it is. That's the first thing they do. Everybody's now brainwashed over like a 30-day campaign. They go, oh, you crypto people, you're speculating against the US dollar. You're causing all the mess in the world. Okay, that's the first thing they do. Second thing they do is they go, aha, now we're gonna implement a policy. If you own Bitcoin, you're gonna have to sell it to us. And what they do is they go to the printer, they print the money, they give it to everybody's bank account, and then they say, oh, by the way, once you get this money, you're not allowed to deposit back to any crypto exchange. Okay? They close the gates, friends. So that's what ends up happening. This 887,000 Bitcoin, it's going to be a million BTC one day. Okay? So obviously, that the US government now has that million BTC for themselves, and they've handed all these exchange ETF people. You've got just printed fiat, and it'll be funny what happens over time. Bitcoin probably goes through this shaky period, but then like later on, Bitcoin has probably repriced 3x higher for that, because no one can get back in because they paid all the fee, and these people want to get back in. So yes, that's end of times, friends. That's end of game. But that might be, you never know, that might be some story that appears in between 2030 to 2040 decade. I hope it appears back then. But I hope if it appears now, we're literally FUCKTTTTT. We're all wrecked if that happens first time. Okay, but so far so good right now. That's why when the pendulum swing, friends, hey, Donald Trump, anti-establishment. Remember, friends, the establishment and the deep state, they're always going to be there. Okay, you can never take them out. Okay, they've been there since day one. All right, and if the rumors are true about non-human intelligence, either being in there or controlling them and trying to, like, you know, basically demasculate the population over time to kind of advance civilization, you know, all these other theories, if they're actually true, then yeah, obviously defending is futile. But we didn't care about that, because I don't want to spend the rest of my lucky days left on Earth being a rat stuck in a cubicle and trying to race with all the other rats in the maze. Okay, let everybody else do that. For us, we can see the momentum shifting. So yeah, we can see the momentum shifting, and we are on the winning side. But, you know, it doesn't mean we're on the winning side forever. It just means for now. It's kind of like, friends, you know, if a team wins a World Cup, you win the World Cup of football. Okay, I'm Professor's funny, man. I call it soccer. A couple of you guys lost your minds. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Soccer, football. I'll say football for you. All right, deal? Okay, World Cup football. Yes, Argentina. You're the greatest. For now. You know what I mean? Like the next 4 years, something else is going to come around, right? See? So that's the perspective we have with these markets. It's just that. See, friends, that's why I really do mean it when I say the only way to make it in this game is that you shift your mind, okay, and you just look at this like a game. It's just a game, friends. Okay, it's a game. It's literally a game as a game maker. It's a simulation. You understand? It's a game. Sometimes in the simulation, you know, the game lets the players control stuff for a bit, and just to see who wins out of this little thing before it goes back to the pre-programming and the storyline. See what I mean? So that's pretty much what we got to think about it. Yeah, we're in like this fighting part now. Yeah, we can win and swing at our side, and then the story's going to play out again, okay? Don't you forget that. Like, subscribe, better button, or tell mum and dad you love and appreciate them. Catch you in the next one.